The Wolfman. Well, definitely not the first werewolf movie, and definitely not the first surviving werewolf movie. This is the kind of basis for all of werewolf media. Starring Lon Chaney Jr., son of the man of a thousand faces, Lon Chaney Sr. Jr. was kind of the new hotness of 40s horror movies, first gaining acclaim in Of Mice and Men, where he played Lenny when he was 33, where he looked like he was 53. The movie begins literally with the textbook definition of werewolves, lycanthropy. Cheney plays Larry Talbot, which the opening credits spoils that he's going to be the Wolfman. On a totally real, not green screen car ride, he's heading back home to his castle to tell his dad that his brother's dead. They bond over fixing a telescope. Larry looks through the telescope and sees a hottie named Gwen. He goes over to try and hit on her.
They're not for sale.
Well, I can't say that I blame you. They look so well on you.
He ends up buying a cane with a silver wolf head and a pentagram on it, and Gwen decides to tell a little wolf tale.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
It has to be autumn because it's more Halloween-y. Harry tells his dad about it, and he's not sure. He tries hitting on Gwen later at night. She agrees to go on a walk with you and me and me and you and my friend Jen, and my friend Jenny, because they're looking for a bunch of Romani who passed through town earlier to get their fortunes wed.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
She said the thing. Also, hilariously, there is no shot of the moon in this entire film. They come across Bela, played by Bela Lugosi, because why not? He reads their fortune as Larry and Gwen go for a stroll by themselves. Ho ho. Larry tries making his move.
It's only fair to tell you I'm engaged. I'm going to be married very soon.
And it turns out Bela has a little star on his head because he's a Joe star or something. But then Jenny gets attacked by a wolf, so Larry comes and beats it. Turns out it's actually Lon Chaney's pet German Shepherd. Gwen finds him all torn up, but luckily, Oliva, played by Maria, picks them up, and then later next day, everyone's kind of suspected that Larry killed Jenny. He tries saying that he was attacked by a wolf, but all of his scars healed, but his torn up clothes do prove him. He goes to visit Bela's grave, where Maliva tells him that she knows that he was a werewolf. Some people try investigating Gwen, but Larry shoos them off. Then he gets to meet the fiancé, Frank, and it's awkward. But they decide to go to carnival together. Larry sees a wolf and he starts to have a freak out. Luckily, Maliva's nearby, but he's frustrated with all this wolf talk. She gives him a necklace to protect him, which she gives to Gwen, and then he straight up freaks out. What the hell is happening? He runs home and we get our only actual transforming into the Wolfman scene, where he rips off his shoes and we see his feet slowly turning into wolves, created with yak fur that was burned at the ends. And then we finally get our Wolfman reveal, slowly panning up from his legs and up to his silhouette, and yeah, he's definitely a wolf man and not like an actual wolf person. Apparently, this iconic design was originally meant for Werewolf of London, but was scrapped. I kind of wish he had a tail. Larry attacks a guy. There's an investigation, and yeah, Larry left some blood and mud trails into his room. But luckily, he changed somehow. I don't know, he's got a star as well. He has a walk and talk with his dad about werewolves, which makes him feel guilty. Talking about some more apparently werewolf is kind of like a Jekyll Hyde thing. That night, Larry gets his foot caught in a bear trap. Believer finds him, does a little chant, and it turns him back. He runs to Gwen, quickly tells her about werewolfism, but oh no, she's got a pentagram on her hand. She's the next victim. He tries convincing his dad that he's a werewolf. He doesn't believe it, but he'll play along and strap him down to a chair. Later, Frank is talking with Maliva, and she says, yes, werewolves are a thing. Her hunters ran around looking for them. Gwen talks to Maliva about werewolves, but it turns out Larry got free and attacks her. So Frank shows up and beats him with his own cane. Leva does her little chant again, and we get only a reverse from werewolf to human transformation. But it's still just Cheney laying down with a bunch of yak fur being glued to his face in reverse now. Jack Pierce did the makeup, and I mean, you would be pissed too if you had to lay down perfectly still for 7 hours as burned hair is glued to your face. Then the film just kind of abruptly ends. Final body count? 4. This is a pretty good movie. Lon Chaney does an excellent performance as the tortured soul, battling between the feral wolf and his sanity. The sets are incredible, and the fog adds a real eerie factor to everything. The music's really good, the makeup's incredible for the time. And yeah, this does set up a lot of the werewolfisms we all know today, like they're weak to silver, they turn via the moon, and people become werewolves from being bit by another one. Overall, this is a must-see for all werewolf fans and fans of Universal Horror. 8.5 out of 10.